Welcome, everyone, to your December 2022 forecast. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. For a personal reading or for a coaching session, go ahead and book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Forecasts for each life path number for 2023 are up now. Be sure to check yours out if you haven't already, as we move from this 6-year into the vibration of a 7-year for 2023. Lots of interesting stuff coming up. This, of course, is a great time to order, if you haven't already, to order your personal year ahead forecast for 2023. I have those on my website available, so head on over there and get yours today. Okay, so as always, first I'm going to take a look at the universal cycle for the month of December, and then we will break it down for each individual life path number. So December 2022 is a universal 9 cycle. And I really do actually love this energy as we begin to sort of close out the year and prepare to step into a new frequency. The energy of the 9 allows us to reflect on the past year, to slow down a bit and recap. What do we feel worked for us? What do we want to maybe make adjustments to moving forward? Or now that we know what we know, would we do anything differently if given the chance? While understanding that sometimes we need to take the chance ourselves instead of waiting for it to be given. Also, is there anything that we want to sort of close out and leave behind, sort of shed as we step into the new energy of 2023? Any old belief systems, habits, grudges, and so on. This is a great time to leave those behind. This is actually a really beautiful and symbolic energy to shed that old skin, sort of like a snake, and leave it behind as we move much lighter and freer into a new chapter. So make time for self-reflection this month and honor what comes up for you without judgment, right? So if you feel strongly about something, move in that direction, follow it, right? See where it takes you. This can be a great month for getting organized and clearing out the clutter, body, mind, and spirit. And again, it's kind of like when you're going through old things, like, from your childhood or from your teen years or whatever, right? Or last year. And there's sentimental value to some of those things, right? Again, whether it's a belief, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing, whatever. There can be some attachment to those things, some sentimental value. And so it can be challenging to release it, to let it go. And so then we start to create clutter, right? We start to hold on to things that are no longer relevant, that don't really assist us in any way, that aren't aiding or adding to our journey. And so they just sort of take up space, body, mind, spirit, and they don't really need to be there any longer. And so those are the things that we sort of really need to take a look at and see, where can we release these things? Where can we move beyond them? And again, clear the space for something new to come in. And it can be a little challenging because we've got that, there's that nostalgia to it, that sentimental value. And so just have to find a way to honor it and release it and move forward. And this is a great time to do it during a 9 energy. This can be an incredibly active period for dreaming and imagination. So pay very close attention to your daydreams, to your night dreams, and see where they're taking you now. New plans, new ideas can come in through these dreams. And with such an extremely vivid imagination, this can be a beautifully creative period for turning those dreams into reality come 2023. Allow the ideas to germinate now. Write them down, play with them, be open to what comes in, no matter how big they are, no matter how outside the box they are. This is an energy to play with those, to follow them, to explore, to let your imagination run wild. This isn't necessarily the energy to begin implementing or to, begin creating whatever those big ideas are, but explore them. explore them. Allow your imagination to run wild, follow those dreams, write those dreams down. And, if you are telling yourself that you're not capable of doing something that you're dreaming about, deconstruct that. Why are you telling yourself that? What are the obstacles? How can you overcome those obstacles? Who do you need to reach out to who maybe has strengths in those areas that you have some limitations or some weaknesses? This is a great time to start that planning process, to explore. So use this month and the magic of this month in that way. And allow yourself to dream big, allow yourself to dream outside the box, and to start planning how you'll, achieve those big dreams. Pay attention to your thoughts this month. Where are they trying to take you? Can you explore further? Are there thoughts worth grabbing onto and doing something with? And are there thoughts that are keeping you sort of stuck, right? Because those thoughts that are keeping you stuck, right? Those thoughts that come in that are sort of holding you in one place. They're trying to show you where potentially there's some deeper work to be done, right? And so everything sort of serves a purpose, right? And so even those thoughts that were like, are more negative or again, kind of holding us back, there's something deeper there to be looked at. And so those thoughts coming in are highlighting those areas for us. So pay attention to them. You don't have to grab onto them. You don't have to, do anything with them other than, again, to kind of deconstruct them, to look at sort of the root cause of them, and sort of go from there. But pay attention to your thoughts this month, especially under a 9 energy. Your dreams, your daydreams, your thoughts, all these things can hold a lot of deeper meaning this month, more so than under other energies. So just pay attention. This month can feel sort of, like I said, very ethereal, more imagination, more ideas, more feelings floating about. Play in this lofty realm and explore, right? But also find ways to stay grounded and in your body. You need to be present to have the full experience that this 9 energy can bring this month. So your dreams and visions this month can serve as the guidepost for the future direction that you're meant to follow. But you have to stay present and grounded to sort of see them through, right? To start that process, to experience the human experience, right? With 9 energy, the channel to the unseen is wide open. So again, see what comes through for you and try to have fun with it, right? Again, take the pressure off, just kind of flow with it. By exploring something, you're not obligated to follow through with it, right? You're just seeing where it takes you and seeing if there's a connection and seeing if it feels right for you. If it doesn't, you release it. If it does, then continue to explore, right? So this is a beautiful energy for all of that. So again, give yourself the permission to dream big, to play in the world of imagination, because that's where it all begins when it comes to creation and creating the life of your dreams. And what a perfect time to be exploring as we sit at the cusp of a new year and a new energetic vibration for 2023. So this month, the energy of the 9 sort of invites us to stay present while considering changes. Okay, before we get into the individual life path numbers, I want to wish you all a very happy holiday season and a very joyous new year. All right, let's take a look at the individual life path numbers now. Life path number 7. So, wow, you all have some incredibly powerful energies you're working with in December. As you begin to prepare for stepping into 2023, which universally is a 7 cycle. So we got a lot going on here. So for December, I pulled an animal spirit message for you all, and this is so on point. You all received Raven energy. And this is like, if we were looking at tarot, this would be the equivalent to the Magician. So this is alchemy. This is manifestation. This is willpower, right? Like going after what you want and holding the intention and having the willpower to see it through to completion. And with manifestation, my belief is with manifestation, it's not like some people can be like, this is what I want, and it falls in their lap. I've actually seen that happen, but not for me, but for other people. But typically the way manifestation works is we have the inspiration, we have the idea, then we have to put forth the effort to bring it to fruition, to bring it into the physical, right? Working alongside and in partnership with the unseen, right? Like doing the part that we can do and allowing the universe to do its part. So there is something really strong coming in this month for you all around manifestation. So if there's something that you want to manifest now, this is the month to get started. This is the month, especially coupled with this beautiful 9 cycle that we're all moving through in December. Because again, those channels are open. They're always open to us, but it's like the veil is sort of thin in December with this 9 energy. So there could be some incredibly big downloads for you all, some beautiful inspirations that come through, some big ideas, some insights, clarity, whatever, that will assist you in kind of like bringing this manifestation to the physical, right? To bringing it to fruition, or at least starting that process. And then, I always say like the 7 energy is the alchemist, right? And that's the energy of the raven, is alchemy. So there's something here about you really stepping into that power and, merging the mystical with the physical, right? The metaphysical with the physical, the unseen with the seen. 7s are the bridge. You all are the bridge between the unseen and the seen. And you're meant to harness both of those powers, right? To stay present and grounded while also keeping your head in the clouds and entertaining and exploring your imagination and all of those things. And so what's so beautiful about December for you all is that you're being gifted with this energy of the 9, because it's the universal cycle of December is 9 energy, which is such a spiritual energy and just works so well with your 7 energy. So again, you may see this month that you tap into some gifts that maybe you haven't been tapped into previously. And I'm talking about like clairvoyancy, psychic energy, very strong intuitive energy. Pay attention 100%, especially 7s. Pay attention to your dreams. Messages could be coming through like nobody's business in December for you all. I think you probably have vivid dreams for the most part anyway, just because you're 7s, and that's just, you're probably one of the more psychically inclined energies in numerology. So, well, not probably, you are. But then you couple that with a 9 energy, the dreams, I think, will probably be very vivid, very off the charts for you all this month. So pay attention to them. There's definitely probably keys there to assist you in whatever it is that you're trying to create. Remember, raven energy is like the magician energy, and you are the alchemist. So this is just such beautiful energy. It's crazy how it all just ties together, because what's beautiful about this raven coming through and being the magician energy is December for you all. Again, you're working with the 9 energy just like the rest of us, but then you're also working with 7 energy, which is your life path number, right? So you have sort of like this concentrated 7 cycle that you're moving through in December, which is very interesting to me that you're ending 2022 in a 7 cycle as a 7, preparing to step into a 7 universal cycle of 2023. There is something to this. And then you're getting raven energy, which is the magician. There's something to this. I really do think, and if you haven't listened to your 2023 forecast video, please do so, because for you all, it's going to be very, very relevant. But there's definitely something here. 7s are going to be at the forefront next year of really bringing into reality the awareness of the more metaphysical, of the unseen, of the things that people are quick to deny or judge or whatever. I think that there's something to this. And I also, like I said, I think it's interesting that December, you all are working with 7 energy. So there's just a lot going on here. I'm getting excited. But so with December, this 7 energy could bring to the forefront, again, yes, it's your life path energy, but when it comes in as a cycle, it sort of condenses the energy to sort of bring your focus to very specific things around 7 energy. So for you all, there could be like this call for more self-reflection, more need for solitude, going within, really paying attention again to the other side of yourself that maybe you've been neglecting. So if you're a 7 who is much more practical, much more in the physical, in your physical body, and maybe not so much, doesn't play so much in the realm of imagination or the metaphysical or whatever, December for you all may find you sort of really immersed in the other side, right? So you could find yourself being very much thrown into the more metaphysical side of life, the unseen, the more ethereal. On the flip side of that, if you're a 7 who is much more ethereal, much more metaphysical, right? Much more in the unseen. Maybe you're a psychic, maybe whatever. Maybe you're a little less grounded and a little more, little less practical, a little less logical. This 7 cycle could find you more immersed in the more physical side of things, getting more grounded, setting some roots down, whatever the case may be. But there's this energy here, because it is 7 energy and that is your life path, to help you to build that bridge, right? So whatever you're lacking, when it comes to that 7 energy, this cycle will help you to build upon that, right? So that you can balance it out to build that bridge. So that you can become the bridge between the unseen and the seen, especially as we step into 2023. Now, what I will say is, to be fair, when it comes to our life path energy, a lot of people don't truly resonate with that energy until later in life, because this is a lifelong, that's why it's called a life path energy. It's a lifelong journey. So it's not uncommon for people to say, I don't resonate with my life path energy. It doesn't feel like a part of me, whatever. That's definitely normal. So it may be that as I'm talking about the 7 energy and the expectations of the 7 energy and all of that, you're like, that doesn't even resonate. That's possible, right? No, and it's totally normal. That's fine. But just know that whatever December brings in for you is helping you to step into your 7 energy, right? And it's not going to be immediate. It's something that, again, it might be through a challenge. It might be through some kind of obstacle or something like that. It might be through some kind of relationship. It might be through an opportunity through work. Who knows? But just pay attention to what comes through for you in December. I do think that it could be important for you as you move into 2023, especially with working with the 9 energy of this cycle as well, and working with Raven energy. Like, y'all are just definitely the alchemist here, and I think you're being prepared to really step into that energy in 2023 in a big way. Okay, yeah. So okay, I'm just like kind of blown away by everything that's like coming up here. And then the fact that it's the magician that's coming through with Raven, that's just so 7 energy right now. So anyway, so yeah, I would love to know in the comment section anything that kind of comes through for you all, anything that shows up. Yeah, even in your 2023 video, I would love to hear from 7s what kind of transpires for you this year in 2023 as well. I just think this is going to be a big year for you all. And I think that December is sort of the jumping off point, really. Okay, so moving through the month of December. So the 7th or the 8th, depending on where you live in the world, we've got a full moon that's occurring. For you all, this brings into illumination the energies of the 5 and the 6. And so what that kind of tells me is this full moon is bringing about potentially some kind of change, shift, or transformation when it comes to your home life or your intimate relationships. So that includes family, friends, or intimate partners, or your intimate community member, like where you frequent within the community, right? There could be some shifts or changes there. It could be that you move communities, like I'm meaning like you move home, right? Or location or something like that. Like something comes up and you change location, like maybe you buy or sell a house and that forces you to move type thing. That's possible. But some kind of shift, transformation, change when it comes to the home. Or again, like relationships, when it comes to love. 6 energy is the vibration of love. So it could be that there's a shift in how you give love, how you receive love, how you view love, how you show up to love, whatever, right? That's possible as well. Anything to do, again, with like home, relationships, love, like how you receive it, how you give it, how you view it, mindsets around love, that sort of thing could come in. Finances as to do with the home, people moving in or out of the home, you moving locations, all of that is possible. And when it comes with 5 energy is fast moving energy. It's usually like, sort of like Uranus energy. So it's like a lightning bolt. It can come in quick, it can shift things quick, and typically it's going to be unexpected. It can be expected, but a lot of times with 5 energy, holy guacamole, you are just like, like picked up, moved, and dropped. And then you have to like find your footing, figure out what to do in this new location and make it work type thing. So it's a very like fast moving energy. So the best thing to do is kind of just move with it. And the fact that it's happening at a full moon tells me that there's probably going to be some, and again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to be for everyone, but there is potentially going to be some kind of abrupt, unexpected, unforeseen shift or change when it comes to the home, family, relationships, love, finances to do with the home. That is very, very possible. Do I want to say anything else about that? I don't think so. So just be open to that. The best way to work with 5 energy is to go with the flow. Even though it can be really uncomfortable, especially when it's coupled with 6 energy, which again is like love and home and relationships, like close relationships. So it can be uncomfortable potentially. Doesn't have to be. It can be very much like this is a very welcomed shift. And even though it's abrupt and unforeseen, it's like, wow, this is awesome. Thanks, universe. That's always possible too. If you've wanted to be making shifts in your relationships, in your home, in location, whatever, this is a great energy to do that, to initiate that, to make it happen, to close the deal, especially with Raven energy coming through, that magician energy. Heck yes. Okay, and then as we move further along into December, we've got a new moon that's happening on the 23rd of December. And this energy is illuminating the vibration of the 3 for you all. This is very creative energy. This is like quite literally like creation. This can be a very social energy, collaboration, networking, making magic happen. I just keep coming back to Raven energy because it's so that magician energy. And there's something really strong here coming through about that manifestation. And you being at the helm of that manifestation, you being the magician to create what it is that you want to manifest. And so this new moon on the 23rd could be very pivotal for you in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So if there's a creative project that you've been working on, one that you want to initiate, the one that you want to start, one that you want to pitch, this is the time to do it. I know that we're also, I think, going into like a Mercury retrograde, which can affect communication and whatnot. So, play it by ear, see how you feel. Just double check your work. Just make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed and all of that good stuff, and that you're communicating and clarifying and that sort of thing, and making sure that you're being understood. But there's definitely something here coming in for you all, creatively or socially, but really it feels creative because it's so coupled with all of this sort of like manifestation energy that you've got going on. And it could just be like the idea coming in. And that actually would make a lot of sense, especially since we're working in the cycle of the 9 collectively. So it could be like this, this could be like something like major dream cycle coming through. Again, pay attention to your dreams, major download, major insights, clarification that sort of sets you on this path. That doesn't mean that you have to start it, like initiate it or go after it or create it now at the time of this new moon. But this is sowing the seeds. This is setting the intention, but setting the intention and following through with that intention. So taking inspired action, right? Now, again, it might not be that you start to really take action on whatever this is until 2023, but there is the potential for some major downloads coming in for you all, especially through your dreams. And that includes your daydreams too, and your imagination. So, maybe you're like painting a picture and you get really inspired by whatever it is you're painting, and an idea comes in for something else, right? That you want to manifest. Pay attention to that. And I would even say write it down. Write down your dreams this month. Explore them. Keep coming back to them if you need to. You all have the potential to just get some big answers to some big questions this month, to get a lot of clarity, but not necessarily that you can wrap your head around. Not that kind of clarity necessarily. Clarity in the sense of like the feeling or the draw, right? To like move towards something, to go after something, to create something. And that becoming very clear what that is could very much come in this month for you all. You might not know how you're going to do it, or, what the logistics looks like, but I would definitely say with this much potent, like magical energy working through you all this month, holy guacamole, you have a lot to work with, potentially. So this has the potential to be such a powerful month for you all. I'm loving it for you. So new moon, this is a great time to set those intentions. Pay attention definitely around the new moon to your dreams, to your imagination. If you're just doodling one day and you have a download, or you're listening to a song and you hear something and you're like, wow, that would make a great whatever, then pay attention to it, write it down, and come back to it. This is the month to explore and to play in the realm of imagination. Let your inner child run free, and just make some magic this month, sevens. All right. So with that, I will wish you a very happy holiday season, a beautiful new year, and I will see you in 2023. Take care, sevens. Bye for now.